Thing on the link, reset link, like you have to set
No,
up.
don't reset that. Yeah, use the default password I said, pass@123, P capital. Just use that. Enter
Uh,
It was
email
not
address.
mentioned in the email. I don't know.
yeah,
No, I mentioned the option. The email I mentioned, right? So look at the email.
there was only
So
option
use
like
the,
setup.
can you try now?
Let me check. Let me check.
Yeah.
So
What is the default password?
P capital ASS@123. So once you're logged in, then from the account setting, you can change your password.
P capital ASSWORD password, right?
@123. I just put it in chat, okay?
All right. No, it says you have entered incorrect username password.
In the username field, you're entering
Username is ajit.dubey@dpu.edu.in.
Yeah. Just a minute, let me try.
Same with me. It's showing incorrect ID password.
I'm able to log in one of your using one of your Roshans. So I did
For
the same.
technical coordinator, I guess. But email
Yeah,
which
just
we
a
have
minute.
received, it is for the, I guess, it's just enrollment confirmation.
Did you get an email from the platform?
Yeah, I got the email. It says
Yeah.
you have been enrolled in the DY Patil Vidyapit for the following username. And to begin using this site, number one, set up a password. Number two, log into Vidyapit using username and password. And when I click on number one, set up a password, it says 404 not found. And after that, I tried going to home page on the same page, and I tried login as ajit.dubey and using the password, the default password @123. It says incorrect.
Just a minute, let me see. Just hold on, Ajit.
Can you try using the link I've shared?
No, it was not. It says 404 not found.
The
No,
link
it's working fine, Ajit. I think, I don't know how it's not. Can you share your screen? It is working fine.
Yeah, okay. Just let me share.
I need to give you permission.
Okay.
1 second. Yeah, you can share.
Thank you. So it says see, is it correct?
Ajit.
Is my screen visible to you, everyone?
Yes.
Yes,
I guess it's
so
pass
Yeah,
at
this
the
is
rate
not
1
the screen. This is different something, Ajit.
okay, let just a second. If
You have to go to the Brightspace link which is pasted on the.
no,
Yeah,
actually I'm trying this setup and password link.
No, don't do that. So use the link which is shared on the chat, right? Which is there in the email.
Okay.
Okay.
COLLMS.
COLLMS.
Need to copy paste it. It won't be there. You've not used it, right? So can you copy paste the link from the chat?
Just a second. See, this is the page, right?
This is not the page.
SQL LMS.
dot DPU ERP dot in.
This one? Because in the chat I can see
It's working for me now. If I click on the chat, it is going to the login page.
here.
This is not the. This is going to somewhere else.
Yeah.
I don't know how it is
Yeah,
going.
somewhere.
See,
Ajit, try clicking on
Yeah.
home page below that 0404 here.
home page.
So here also I tried this, but still the credentials are not working.
I think your net something issue is the network because this URL is a public URL, right? CodeMS. It's working fine.
The certificate is not valid, it
How come
says.
how come you redirect in some your proxies? Is it something proxy blocked?
No, I have the full access for that. I don't have any proxy over here. So
This your URL why is not connecting?
let me check if I try using my mobile phone network.
Yeah.
Maybe in another browser, like
No,
in-
yeah.
No, it should not.
No, it is working on my mobile network, I think. I click on the setup and it is working, I think. Let me check. Let me change my password if it is working.
Yeah, they think your corporate internet is having blocking this URL.
Maybe.
Maybe you need to whitelist there from this URL. Is the firewall
Yeah.
is there?
So let me check.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, some your institute in firewall there is has to be enabled this URL. This is the message coming from your firewall. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, brother, have you tried with the mobile hotspot?
Yeah, and if I use my mobile phone, it is working. Let me use my another browser and using with VPN.
Yeah, because I think it is a block from the firewall end. I think once you enable, right?
Yeah, using VPN, it is working. Let me share your screen.
Yeah, that's what you check with the IT team. I think something they need to enable in the firewall. Maybe you are.
See, I'm using VPN and it is working. I have logged in with my new password.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, send it to IT team. I think they should be able to fix that.
Yeah, okay, fine.
I think we can start the session in that case.
Yeah. Okay. So anyone else joining in? It's just us. So you're on mute, sir. Okay. Okay. I'm going to start recording the session. I'll be sharing the link with you post the session. Okay.
Recording in progress.
So welcome everyone to today's Brightspace Instructor Tool training session, session 1. We are from Wilson and I are from EduTech. We are channel partner of Brightspace, and I'm going to show you today the platform using directly logging in as a faculty, and the agenda is is for me to show you how to upload content, create content, navigate the platform, upload and create content, create an assignment activity, create quizzes. So that's it, right? And if time permits, I'll also show you some other tools and what we can explore in the next session, which is there. So to log in and access the platform, Wilson was telling me this ERP integration is yet to be done. So for now, you have the URL, the username, which is shared is email ID, and the password. You can click on forget password to change the password what you want, the default password what is shared. Once you click on login, you'll be on the homepage of the Brightspace LMS platform. What you see is Brightspace logo, the alert area, and the personal view drop-down. The 9 dots, the waffle icon, what you see is for the courses the faculty is enrolled to or the student is enrolled to. This homepage is same for all the users. It could be administrator, technical coordinator, faculty, a student, everyone. The only difference is you could be enrolled to all the courses on the platform as a technical coordinator. Faculty could be enrolled to 5 courses only. Student could be, 1 course only. Faculty could be enrolled to. Student could be enrolled to 5 or 6 courses in that particular semester, right? So all the courses are displayed over here. The alert area is for instant messages and email alert, which the students will get. I think that is disabled, so students will not get alert here, but the notification will be here. And the discussion, this is subscription alert, wherein if the faculty has created any discussion forum in the course, right? And if there is a reply to that thread or a comment there, the faculty, then the student, whoever is subscribed, they will get an alert over here. And update alerts is for all the course related updates. So whenever content is uploaded, whenever assignment activity is created, all of it alerts is visible over here. In the personal view, you can change your profile settings, notifications, account settings, and log out of the platform. Again, these are all basic, right? You might be used to it when you are, if you're using any social media platform or Gmail. So you can change your picture, tagline, interest or hobbies, a faculty perspective, right? Change the notification settings. The emails, as you see, are disabled, so they will not get the, there's no possibility, there's no need for changing the settings. The account settings are your basic account settings. You want what prefixes or what pronouns you want, any video settings, languages, clock, and then coming to discussions. Do you want to show the discussion list panel, include original post and reply, and then the email from here if the student or faculty wants to send it. Those are basic settings, and then you can log out of the platform. And if you click on Brightspace logo, the user will be redirected to the homepage of the platform. Any questions so far? So during the session, No, it's the permissions are different. So as a faculty, I will have different permission. As admin, you will have a different permission. You'll have more permission than a faculty. And the admins will be doing. So when you're creating the users and uploading the user, so there are users you can define, the role you can define, and those roles can be set for the users when you're uploading. So faculty will have set of permission, which you can, or which is already, the roles are already there. Some of the default roles are already there. You can use this. So if you want maybe an coordinate, admin, tech coordinator, or admin, right? Super admin you can have. So those things you can decide. And the basic settings are for learning. Yes. Jitin, yeah. So Jitin,
okay, this is the one of the instructor. This is also one of the roles set up by the admin, right? Currently, which you are showing, demo instructor.
Correct. It is set up by the admin. What course I am to be enrolled? What are the permission given to the admin? So this particular faculty is all set up by the admin. If you also see the configuration part, right? This navigation bar which I'm highlighting, right? Quick eval awards. So what links to be added, what links to be removed, that all is there by admin. Yeah. So I don't have control as a faculty on changing those, or a student, right? To change the links over there or edit anything. I just come in as a faculty, upload the content, create assignment, evaluate, and take all this, look at the class progress, and then done. That's my role. Learner will have just the viewing of the content which is uploading, submitting the assignment. Again, he will have the least permission. The learner role will have the least permission on the platform. So coming back to this, the navigation with bar which I was talking about, currently the link is given to Quick Eval, Awards, Brightspace Help, and the date and day of the of that particular day, right? You can decide if you don't want to have these links made available to faculty, they will not be made available. So we recommend to keep Brightspace Help here. Why? Because if you click on it, it will take the user to community page, and this has lot of resources for any user to look at. Documentation, you have release notes, discussions, events of upcoming webinars and resources, other resources, right? Let's say a faculty tomorrow might have a question on uploading assignment. Obviously, post the training they would not need, and the platform is pretty intuitive. Okay, whatever after training, they don't need to use it. But let's say they have a question, right? They can come here, search this, and go directly and see how the assignment questions are uploaded or quiz questions are uploaded, right? So it's these resources are there for any user to see. Release notes are there. So every month, this platform being SaaS based, every month there is release. So what is set up for July? What was planned for June, right? So you anyone interested can come in and see over here. The other thing, Quick Eval Awards, I'll come back to it a little bit later, how it works and what are the awards. But that is the link the admin can change. So for some of the clients, what they've done, they've given link to e-library where the student can go in and search the books they want to and borrow the books they want to, right? Some of the client have put in the a link to PDF, which has rules and regulations about the institute, right? So it depends on how you want to configure this navigation bar. Then there is an image and a message. Below this, there is widget area. So these are the widgets. These are the boxes, what you see, right? This my course, calendar widget, announcement widget, what you see. Those boxes are widgets. They are done so because this is mobile responsive platform and easy to access and navigate within the platform for any user. My course widget will display all the courses the user is enrolled to. Now, if you see MBA July, you will also see, right? MBA July 24/7/1. So courses under that, you will be able to see. Or if you select all, you have all the courses visible. The user can pin it, and under the pin tab, the courses will be available for a user to see and access the courses. Then there is calendar widget and announcement widget. As a faculty, I don't have right to create a event here in the calendar. Neither do I have an announcement, right to create an announcement. That can be created by an admin. When the admin creates an announcement, it will be visible to all the users in the platform. For an example, a university-wide or institute-wide event is happening, and admin wants to share it with all the faculties, no matter the program, what the user is enrolled, right? So that can be shared by an admin, and it will be visible here. I'll show you how to create an admin, and the faculty can create an announcement. So it is the same way what the admin will also create an announcement. Yes. In the sense, this would be institute wide, and you can send it. So let's say there is an announcement, you want to send it to one program, the admin can decide. If I go to a course, there the faculty, I have a right to create an announcement, and it will go to students enrolled in this course only. Yes. Yes, and so if they want to do program here, institute level, I would say, and program level here. If they want to do anything course level, the admin has to come in that course and create it. So anything you want to do course level at a course level, you have to go to that course and do it. Yeah. So for example, you want to send an announcement to MBA business communication students only. So you come in here, the admin can come in here and create an announcement for a faculty. And that announcement will go to students enrolled in that course only. Okay. Any other questions? Yes, here. Yeah. Sure. I will go to the course. Yes, I will show you the student login as well. So can I, any other questions, anybody regarding the widgets, what you see here on the homepage? You can, there are some custom widgets which are the widgets available like photo booth. And then there is, I think, quick eval widget is also there. I don't have admin would be able to see the widgets. So here you'll have, yeah, you will be able to see the widgets, what widgets are available for you to change. Like sometimes what happens, this announcement widget, no, the layout also can be changed. Most of them, some clients would want the announcement to be visible here and the course is below, right? Because they want to highlight the announcement happening in the, yes, correct. So you can do it. There is a photo booth widget I have seen, like all the photos of events, whatever happening in the institute and all, right? That will be that can be uploaded and changed. And then there is quick eval widget is there for a faculty. Let's say I'll tell you what that how it works, and the when you see the widget, it's the same. And then there are some other widgets you will be able to see when if you have the admin rights, and during the admin training, Jatin can let you know more about it. Okay, so shall we move to the course next? I'm going to use Sandbox Demo Instructor course. Okay. Any questions?
But in the evaluation, that navigation bar, so we can hide or edit those tabs, right?
The links
This-
here, right?
Yeah. So
These
can we
links, yes.
add more?
Yes, you can add. I don't have, as I said, I don't have. Usually you will see 3 dots. If you have the permission, you can select and edit the navigation bar. Yes. I
Okay.
would recommend to not do any changes today. And I mean, till you have done the admin training, just see what and think. uh, It can be displayed to learners. You can. And you don't put it for faculty also. If they want, you can share the community link to them in a different manner. Like if you need help or anything like that. Uh-huh. Okay. Sure. This can be removed. This logo, I see that it is not changed, right? D2L white space. So, yeah. Yes. Sure. So a lot of things can be white labeled and links and everything decided to be removed or added from. Yeah. Now think of yourself as a faculty today, okay, rather than an admin. So you will know what how the faculty would do, right? How the so that and when you go back and do the admin training, you will have lot of things cleared. Okay, so let's go to the course homepage. Now, this is where the faculty has lot of rights, most of the rights, because they are going to spend what they're going to spend. They're going to spend more of the time in the course only, right? They're going to structure the course, create, upload content, and communicate with the students using announcements or create a calendar event and all. Okay. Now, when you see, when you're inside the course homepage, the faculty I see has a navigation bar. This is the course homepage navigation bar. Again, the admin can decide. I don't have the rights. Admin can decide to change the links over here as well. This is the standard what we give for everyone. So if you want to say maybe groups you want to add here, I'll show you the all the features available for an admin and inside a course, sorry, for an instructor inside a course. You can decide which link you want to have it in the navigation bar here, course homepage navigation bar. And then there is an image. The faculty has rights to change this image. For an example, let's say you can either use the default images which Brightspace has, or the faculty can upload so that they can customize that image, right? So related to business communication, related to coding, related to any of the course which is there. Maybe, so I'm going to change this to probably this. So I have the rights to change it. You can disable also the permissions when you're creating the role. You don't want the faculty to change this image, you can disable it. Okay. Now the structure is already there. I will show you how to create this structure in a moment. I would like to cover the other widgets what are available on the course homepage for a faculty. There is a calendar. If you see here, a faculty has a permission to create the event. The announcement, the faculty has ability to create an announcement. We'll start creating using the announcement. So when I click an announcement, so I'm going to say, welcome. I can write a description. I can add an image from here if needed from a computer or from a course offering file, link and URL. I can add in quick links. It could be from content saying, hey, before you come to class tomorrow, I want you to go and look at this content which has been uploaded in week 1 course, right? Or I can insert images, insert stuff from your computer. It could be file or anything. I can add a media library. I can whatever media files like images or videos you upload, it all goes and sets in media library. Right now my media library would be empty because I'm logging in for the first time. So you can reuse the images or video files, audio files from the media library. You can insert links, enter embedded code, look for files from learning repository if anything is there, or course offering files. Now add video note allows the faculty to use this and record a video file. My camera is not working today for some reason, so I'll not be, even if I allow, it is not using it. So they can record a 30 minutes video and share it with the students if they want to do a video set video note, right? Where they want to add a video note. It will be embedded over here and it will be shared. Now, once the instructions, the content and headline is set, when the faculty wants to share it, they can schedule it. It could be right now, immediately, or it could be scheduled for 25th, 30th, or whatever date they want to. And they can set up an end date also. Post this, they don't want to see the announcement. Then attachments, if they want to do, again, they can record a video, they can record audio, or add reference material for students to see with adding the file here. Release condition. Release condition is for doing a lot of automation on the platform. For an example, and you will see this release condition in a lot of places. It is in content, it is in announcement, it is in assignments, quizzes. What it does is, for example, you want to release this announcement post a quiz taken by a student, correct? So you can attach a condition and say so, saying this announcement to be released to student post the student has taken a condition. So the conditions you can see, it could be based on assignment workflow, awards, as which I'll be talking about soon. It could be checklist if there is. There could be group of students, only for them you want to share this announcement, right? You can create the group A, group B, group 2, and group A student only will be able to will see this announcement if it is shared to them only, right? Then based on content visited, discussions, grades, quizzes, surveys, different conditions are there. I'm going to show you in detail a little bit in the content part, because right now I want to make it visible and publish it. So I'm going to just click on publish, and this announcement will be visible to all. If I go to Corso, it will be visible over here. Now I'm going to log in as a student in another browser. Just give me 1 second. I think I have to share my screen. Yeah. So if you see, if I've logged in as a student, okay, demo student, I will see the announcement over here. That is announcement. Similarly, the faculty can go and create an event, and there is a work to do widget, what you see here, and activity feed widget. Now, activity feed widget is two-way communication. Using activity feed, two-way communication is possible. For an example, let's say, again, let me write the same message. And I'm going to post. I'm allowing the comment here, right? Allowing the comments. Here also I can add links, attach web links, add a video note, attach video from the web, and then a file upload if needed, right? Save. Now the difference between announcement and activity feed is because you're allowing a comment, the student can comment back to that activity feed. For an example, I see a message from the faculty, right? I can say, and post. These feeds can be moderated. If I don't want these feeds, I can go in and change it. So there's a two-way communication. It starts with faculty. It has to be started from a faculty to make it and they can decide whether they want to enable the comments, like a social media, right? Like you would have posted a Facebook image. You can decide whether you want to allow your friends to comment there or not, right? So it's like that. And this is very useful in and one of the best practices, I would say, wherein you want to bring in that communication going between the faculty and the student, and so that you can increase the adoption of the platform, right? Make sure that, all that offline communication or WhatsApp communication, which would generally happen. If not, I'm just, thinking where those communication can be brought in and with use of activity feed can be brought in on the LMS platform. So that is activity feed and announcement. Calendar and work to do widget, I'll come back to it when I'll create an assessment activity. Any questions so far?
No, Bhakti, thanks.
Okay. So once you have the announcement ready, the activity feed and everything, the faculty will need to go and create the content. Now, the structure for this is already created. You can decide, you can select it and delete it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create a unit, and initially it would be empty for everyone. Because structure, you can also do this. For an example, you want to have one structure for all the courses, like what the faculty will upload in that week 1 can be different, but week 1, week 2, week 3, what it has to be structured can be already predefined and shared with the faculty members. For an example, if I go to the actual live course which is there, which I don't want to do anything with, that's why I'm using the sandbox, you will see the content here is empty, right? They need to come and start creating event. But in the sandbox course, the structure, the kind of like the backbone is there, right, for a faculty to reuse it. So you can decide, do you want the rights to be given to faculty to create this structure, or you want to give them a predefined structure? They'll just come in and upload the content in, let's say week 1 lecture is done. They will come in and upload the content for that. Week 2, week 3, something like that. How to create this unit? You just click on new unit and you call it, you give a name. So I had week 2, so I'm going to give it week 3. I can write a description over here. I can insert images. I can set up a schedule it, set it from this date to this date that student has to be made available for the content. Whatever it will be uploaded in it will be made available from that date. Once the structuring is ready, make it visible, save. Now, what is visible? This is for students to see. If you kept it hidden, if the faculty has kept it hidden, the student will not be able to see. If it is not, and I can just drag it and drop and structure it, right? Week 1, week 2, week 3. So if it is made visible, then only student will be. For example, let me hide it, okay? And if I go back to the student login, I click on content, I will not be able to see week 3 unit. Whatever is under that week 3 unit, also I'll not be able to see as a student. So if and only when with the toggle button, if it is made available, the student will be able to see content under that unit. Questions here? Okay. Now, when you have the unit created, there are 2 ways, I would say, to upload content on the platform. One is the content which is there already created and you have it in your folder, right? The laptop. So it could be a presentation, it could be a Word file, it could be an animated image, it could be an ebook, right? So multiple files, different types of files can be selected by a faculty, drag it and drop it. Take few seconds to upload the files and those files will be all on the platform. Again, by default, these files are hidden from the student. That's done so because you see they are uploaded here, right? But it is not structured the way I want to. So I would usually bring the Word file here, the PDF file here, the animated image next, and then the ebook at the end. Once it is done, I'm going to make it visible. I can upload a video, I can upload a presentation, or an Excel sheet. So any type of file can be uploaded over here, and make it visible once I'm ready with the structuring of the file. Similar to uploading the existing file, you can also, if you don't want to drag and drop, right, you can browse it and bring the files from here. You can also, because it is LTA compliant, if you have any LTA integration for any third-party content, right? Those content can be pulled here as well. SCORM content can be added, XAPI content can be added. Learning repository is there. For an example, let's say I have published this to LOR. Do I have the right? Let me just see. Okay, I've uploaded it to LOR. I'm uploading it to LOR. And you can add in a file folder so that it is in a proper way or in a folder, right? And this file can be reused by another faculty in another course. For an example, if I go to the other live course, right? I'm going to go here and I can go to content. I would need to add a unit for uploading any type of content. I'm going to upload. I'm going to delete it later. So I'm going to just, for example, unit 1, make it visible, save and close. And I'm going to see if it is uploaded from the learning repository. So if you see course, and I have one file here, and I'm going to select this. Yeah. Metadata. Yeah, metadata. Yeah, so if you saw that there was a metadata which you can add, right? So, so Mhm. Uh-huh. Okay. Sure, sure. Yes, yes. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. Got it. Understood. You can do that. You can create the content on the platform. For an example, I'll share my, can I share my screen now? Thank you. So there is something called as creating content on the platform, okay, which allows you to use a template, and the template what you're showing me is accordion. And that accordion template can be so this is HTML. Instead of adding existing, I'm creating content, and here the template is already there for you. So you just yes, yes. So this is the accordion template. So the first one could have your added a video here. The second one could be the article, right? And then the link to the whatever, right? So you can use the accordion template. And why? And the so I'll tell you. Uh, let me. So let me. No, this will be content in file type. So maybe ethics, right? Ethics is what you had put it title of the that particular what file what you. So this will be let me rename that week 1, week 2, right? Let me I'll show you how. So let me go back and edit this. So instead of week 1, what I'm gonna do is call it as unit 1. So this is your unit 1, okay? And in that you will have in ethics like all of right, and I'll show you how it will be visible to a student. Share. Okay. So I'm in student. Let me just refresh it. So this is unit 1. If I click on launch unit, even if you the one reason, so even if you add it in the same accordion template, or you add it in one by one, it doesn't matter, because student is getting an immersive learning experience with Brightspace. Okay, the focus will be on video first, then immediately if they click on next, there is a presentation. Obviously you can still use this accordion and click over here. You will have, yes, you can do that. Yes. So you can do this, or if you see, you can do both ways. No. And if I show you, yeah, correct, correct. So you can, because of the immersive learning experience, they'll still get the same experience. Instead of like scrolling down, they will have the arrows and go to the next tab. You can decide either you use the template or you use this. And that is one, right? And you once creating content and uploading content, I've shown you. With that, you have also other templates which you can use. Accordion is one. Obviously, I'm sure you'll be using more. You have a template for video lecture where you want to share just videos. Then there could be, and if you know, I mean, you want to create template files, you can also create and then using the HTML code and have it created. Okay, that is also possible here.
Can I ask something? Hello?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yes.
is it possible like if we use that particular template and we like modify it and we can like import from any other repositories?
Hmm. I didn't get the last part. Input.
Like we will customize suppose one of template and we will use that particular template to all the courses, okay?
Yeah.
And but we want to like export from some other repository to this platform.
I
Like if we have Git, okay, we have HTML file over there. Is it possible we can import from that? Yeah, importing HTML file to
uh-huh. Uh-huh. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think you can. So insert code, right? You can do it here. Or there is one more, just 1 second. Let me cross this. There is one more. You see here, source, you can just put it in as a source code.
so and there my question is basically it's a source code, okay? What will be the limitation of this source code particular thing? It is limited to like some many code languages, like you can't edit Python code over here, you can't edit JavaScript will not work, like is it so?
So
Or
this code
yeah,
is what you see. It's an HTML, right? This is for content uploading. And if you want to add another code, so you have the files here, right? What you see, then Arduino. Yeah.
all right,
you can have-
okay, we'll do that. Thank you. Mm-hmm.
This
Okay.
is
No,
for-
we can divide it, I think.
So this source code is for content. So if you put in content, it will be for content only. Okay. And this is source code for any others. Sorry, this code is for other codes we want to input. Okay, so that is content. I've shown you how to create content, how to upload content. I'm going to. Got it. So when you upload a content, you have the option to set up, sorry, not here. Click on edit and you have, I need to add outcomes first. Okay. So let me go to course admin. In that, I need to add outcomes. Do I have outcomes feature enabled? I don't see outcomes. Wilson, are you there? Can you give me permission to add outcomes, create outcomes for a course?
Yeah, sure.
So the outcomes needs to be created and added in a course. Those outcomes can be easily aligned to the content files which are uploaded. In the quiz, yeah. So once Wilson gives me permission, I'll create some sample COs and then those COs, the outcomes can be aligned. I'll show you how you can do it. Till he does, what I'm going to show you is I'm going to show you the release condition feature I was talking about, right? So how does this work in content? It works in a content wherein you want to progressively disclose the content files to students. So let's say you've added the ethics, right? And after that, you have the self-assessment questions, correct? So only when students have seen the content file, this file, you make the assessment tab displayed. Or I'm going to show for an example with this, okay? The business file terms. So I'm going to make this visible conditionally, the next file which is added. So I'm going to go to view release condition, create. There are different conditions. You can have, for you, as I said, you can go to visited content topic. The content topic I want my students to see is the previous one. Create and save it. You can do multiple conditions, add multiple conditions and decide all conditions must be met to make it visible. Any condition must be met if there are multiple, right? So save. The icon is changed. Now, if I go back here as a student, I will not have a GNS vocabulary term file visible to me. Oh, no. Why is it? Did I go and see that file? The condition, okay. Let me go back here because I had already seen, right? The condition is already met. So let me create one more content file. So I'm going to create an HTML. You can also insert here. I forgot to mention. Let me do sample content. Give the name to this. If you want, you can also, I know YouTube integration is pending. Once the integration is done, if you have YouTube, you want to insert YouTube videos, right? You just have to click on it, search the file which you want to, video file you want to insert, or if you put in a keyword, right? For an example, Brightspace, the videos related to that particular keyword will be visible for you. And right now integration is not completely done. That's why it's showing an error. But the videos will be visible. The video can be selected for to be added in your the file. Okay, from yeah. If you want to, yes, you can. You can. Here you see embed. That is one from here. Or I'm going to show another. I'm just going to show another way you can insert it. For an example, go to here, create new. You see web link. Instead of HTML document, you just put in the YouTube link here and you can embed on the page. Okay. Now I'm going to put in the user release condition because the student, this is the new fresh content, right? The student has not seen. I'm going to add in a condition, release condition, create. The file I want to see for a student is the ethics, create, save. Okay, if I go to student login now, and if I go, I'm missing some logic here. The ethics also I had seen as a student. Okay, let me do something else. Create new HTML. Let me create. Okay. Not there yet. Let me see if no, that feature is not available yet for them. No, that's not yet. That feature is not add it yet. It has to be. It's a third party integration with API or not. I think it's possible. We need to check. Okay, so let me give a correct. Yeah, correct. So I'm done this. Create, save. So I'm gonna refresh this. Now week 2, they should not have a content, right? As a student. So I'm gonna come here, log in as randomly and see ethics file. Once it's done, I'm gonna see the sample content file which is there. And then because the condition is met, I get a pop-up saying new content is now available. Click here to visit new content. The student can see, click here and go to it. But if they want, they can go back and see in week 2 also. So that is how the release condition would work. Okay. So it works with all the conditions what you see in the conditions of release condition. So if Wilson is message that the awards are, learning tools is made, feature is made available for me. So what I'm going to do, go to course admin, create outcome. So I'm going to write short code. I'm going to write outcome name, save it, add one more. I can type in the whole outcome. Okay, here I don't have the course outcomes available with me. Yeah, so outcome, that was 1, this is 2, and save it. So I have 2 COs. Now, if I go back to content, because that feature is made available, I can come in here, edit, initially or after, before also, and then just CO1, I'm gonna align it, save. Go to another set of content, view course wise. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, so this is course outcomes. So this on the platform, you will see course outcomes. Okay, the learning outcomes, what you see, those are the ones you can link it to units, link the same outcomes can be linked to this. Yes, multiple outcomes. If you want not just one, right? For ethics, for example, you want to align 2. Yes. So you can have. Correct. And then if you want any other outcomes, same way you add it, and those outcomes can be added to courses or assignments if you want. So you have the outcomes, you can see the outcomes which are mapped. So unit 1 has 2 outcomes, week 3 has 1 outcome, resources, and the others have no outcomes. Right now, what you see on what is available on the platform is here, and right. So what you see is mastery view on the platform. I don't have anything, right? Just mapped and that's it. So the mastery view, I'll show you once it will pop up when the assignments are created and outcomes are aligned to it. The achievement scale, what has been set up by default, that you'll be able to see. But I'll show you, see if it works for you or not. Okay. Correct. So at what level and how the data comes, you'll be able to see it once I create some assignments and quizzes and have the student take it and all, right? And then you will be able to see how it comes in. So that is it for course content. Okay, uploading, creating, structuring, aligning the outcomes. Any other questions related to content for me?
Yeah, I have one. See, suppose like we are making contents. Okay, is there any option like any tool like they can read the text what content we have prepared, like screen reader type of thing?
Speech to text.
Yeah. It's no screen. Yeah, screen reader kind of stuff.
Text to speech. Yeah, so that feature is an add-on feature. It doesn't come by default platform. There is so if you see here, you have the account settings, right? So if I go here, so there is a reading content, right? If the student is using any assistive technology such as screen reader, and so that automatically marks the item as read as the page scroll and all that is there. It's very platform is very inclusive in that matter, right? Accessibility check also you can do it when you create content for students. The application for read to text, speech to text is an add-on feature. It by default it doesn't come with core. Sorry. It can be added. It has to be paid separately and by default, no idea. Yes. Usually, depends, right? Do you want it made like for all the students you want to make it? Some students who need it, they have it on their laptop and they use it. So that's why it doesn't come with the platform, but it is visible with the application. We can share the link, have a look at it, and we'll see how we can help you get that feature if it is really needed.
Like, no, it's basically I'm telling why, because it's like up to preference, some of the student want, like, they like to read the text. Okay, some of the student may be not interested in reading those content, but they are interested in like hearing those words from like as a voice.
Got it. That feature with core, it's not available. It's an add-on feature.
Okay.
Okay. So if once the content is ready, the assessment part comes in, right? You have the assignments and quizzes. I'll create the assignment quizzes under those tabs and I'll show you how you can link in the content. Okay. Now, assignments are subjective assessment on the platform. There is one sample assignment created. I'm going to create one for you. Before I go here, I'm going to show you how to delete the content also. It's pretty easy. Okay. I forgot to show how to delete. So let's say for an example, you want to delete this. You just select that file, select delete. You can either two options, right? Remove the topic from the content, but keep the associated file or activity in the course. For an example, business plan terms, you don't want to use in content. You want to share it in assignment as a reference material. So the file will remain on the platform, but not linked in the content. Or the hard delete, right? You just select permanently delete the topic from content and associated file and everything. Select it, delete it. That file is deleted from the platform. So that is deleting also. Reordering. I think, yes, I've covered everything related to the content. Going back
and about backup, if it is possible, we can take the content backup. Is it possible?
You have so whatever file we uploaded, if you go to course admin, you see the files here, manage files, all the files are saved here. So if I didn't do the permanent delete, the files would be here.
This is course wise or what?
This is course wise, yes.
If you want like the program wise, like if you want to copy the content of MBA program,
you have it the bulk course copy component and everything is there. Admin feature.
Yeah. Okay, we'll check. Yeah.
So that is content. Going to the assignments now, right? I'm going to go back and edit this assignment. So
Bhakti, before we proceed to the assignment, just one quick question. So suppose we have two different programs. So can we import the complete material through the platform itself to the another program?
Yes, you can do it. I will show that to you. Not just repository, you can actually copy the components. For an example, let me go to this. Instead of repository for business communication, right? The same course will be taken next year for new set of students, but the content can be reused, right? So for example, in business communication, I can copy or import from the sandbox. So I'm going to go to course admin, click on import, export, copy component. search offerings, and I'm going to search sandbox. So I have the sandbox course I selected, and I can select, do I want to copy all components or selected components? So I don't want assignments and quizzes to be copied. I just
Correct.
want
Yes.
So I can select copy all content, or in that again individually select the files. And I'm just not
Maybe the components which do not having dates associated with it, we just need to we just would require that particular content.
So you can select. So in that unit you want ethics.
Okay.
So you can select which file you want. And then if you click on continue, those files with the units will come in and sit in this particular content.
Okay.
I'm just not going to do it. I'm going to delete the existing one also, because I don't want to do anything in the live course.
No, we will do the testing, no issues.
Okay. So yes, let me quickly finish it off. That is the import export, right? Once that is, any other questions related to content? I'll show you other features also. So let's quickly go to course admin and then come back, right? Go to course admin. So as I said, you have the calendar here, you see the content, it's the same thing what it goes. This is the course builder. You might not need it, like you want to have maybe you won't need it. It depends, like you want to have placeholders and structure, right? So you can have this managed. So if their faculty wants to control that, they can control how to build the course. Then integration with any LTI, with the LTI integration, right? With the third party integration, you will see the faculty will be able to see it over here. Frequently asked questions can be added. That has to be added manually, and those can be put in as a content, like students would have some questions, right? So that can be answered here. There is a glossary feature available. You asked that this dictionary term, right? I think, let me. Yes. I don't know how it will be linked to content and where the students can see the glossary. Let me just explore this and come back to you in the next session. Okay. Now I've shown you import export. These are the links. Whatever links you would have copied, all the links are going to come in over here. And the manage files saves all the course files, whatever files you uploaded. It could be HTML file, Word file, PDF file, all the files are saved over here. And then you have the manage dates for the content files. So that is related to the site resources. Then coming back to learner management, you have attendance, class progress, class list, groups. You have assessment activities, assignments, awards, checklist, grades, learning outcomes, which I've already shown you. Quick eval, I'll show you in a while. Quizzes, all of this, I'm going to show you when I show you the assignment. And the communication, I've already shown you announcement, discussion and intelligent, I'll show you if possible today or in the next session. So coming back to the assignment. So if I go back and edit the assignment, subjective type of assessment is assignment on the platform. Again, you give a name to the assignment. You can align the outcomes here. So CO2, I can have this as ungraded activity, or I can give it a grade point. I can set up a due date for this, maybe 30th. Instruction can be copy pasted, typed. Again, this is the same HTML editor, right? So this HTML editor is wherever you will see it all everywhere on the platform. So it allows a user to type in the way they want to. Attach files, links, quick links. Instructions can be shared with the students in audio, video format. Assignment can be made available between, let's say, I want to schedule it, right? 25th to 5th of July. So how it will work is, and there are these settings as well. So visible with access restriction. So they will know that there is an assignment, but the link will open only post 25th, 12 AM. Or you can do visible with submission restrictions. They will not be able to submit, or you can keep it hidden. Only when the this date and time comes, the link will be visible to them. The student will know that there is an assignment and they will be able to submit it. So or you can have no date at all. So clear, no start date. Due date and end date. Now, how due date and end date work? Student will be able to submit an assignment post the due date as well. But after the end date, student will not be able to submit an assignment. So it's up to you whether you want to have an end date or not. And again, the settings also you can decide whether you want to make it visible with submission restriction or access restricted, or keep it hidden once the end date is finished from the done, right? So that setting you can decide to have. Release condition can be added over here, same, right? So what we saw in the content, maybe they have seen content, then only have this assignment made visible to them. Lot of the clients use it for releasing it to group of students. So you create a group. We don't have groups created, so no groups are available. But if the groups are created, so release it to group A of students. So you can have the group release also. Special access is for students with disabilities and need longer time for submitting the assignment. For example, so there are two options, right? Allow users with special access to submit outside the normal availability date. And you can select add user, and you can select, if there are a list of users, select that user and extend the due date for this particular user. Or you can select the second option, allow only user with special access to see this folder. So there is a different assignment you are assigning for disabled students, right? They only will be able to see this assignment, and there is a different assignment for different set of students. So you can use this feature for that. Then there is submission type. You will have assignment type as individual assignment. If you create a group, it could be a group assignment as well. You can add in a category to categorize your assignment. For example, if I add a category to this could be summative assessment. Sorry for my spelling mistakes. So I'm just going to create that as a category. In submission type, you can have 4 different types of submission. One is file submission, where you're asking students to upload a file. It could be any file type. You can, if I select this, there are these other settings made available. You can restrict the extension. It could be PDF file only, or no restrictions, or have annotable files only, or images or videos. So you can restrict it. Okay. Have no restriction. Yeah. Okay. So, and you can decide if you want to have unlimited submission or restrict it to one file. When you select one file, you can say all submissions to be kept, or only one submission allowed, or most recent one. So this means one file, one submission, done. The student cannot resubmit again. Or one file, multiple submissions, and all submissions are kept. Or one file, most recent one to be kept. So sometimes the students will upload a file and they'll say, I've uploaded the file by mistake. Will you allow me to resubmit it? You can say, yes, you can resubmit, but the recent one will be taken as the final submission. You can have the email sent to teaching assistants if there are, or professors, or whoever you want to, whenever there is a assignment submission. In evaluation and feedback, you can add rubric for the assignment. Annotation tool is by default selected, and anonymous marking can be done by selecting this hide student's name. I'll show you how the annotation tool helps the faculty to annotate and give inline feedback to students. How to add a rubric? You can, because we have not created a rubric, it is asking us to create a new one. I'm going to create new rubric. There are 2 rubrics types which you can create. One is analytical or holistic. By default, it is selecting analytical, where you will have create criterias and then levels, which you can change the points, change the levels, increase the number of levels, and so on. For an example, let's say I'm going to say presentation skill. Right? The criteria for my rubric will be use of presentation. Then use of, I'm gonna assess on body language. Right, and then the levels, I can either change, increase or decrease the number of levels which I said, and I'm gonna say the range, right? Meets expectation or exceeds expectation. This is meets, and this is below expectation. I can do the same. I can also write a feedback here. Just gonna copy it. Do the same. I'm going to delete this. I don't want this criteria. And overall score, score for that also I can add in a level. I just want 3 levels here also, 8, 5, and 0. Attach this particular rubric. Once the rubric is attached, assignment is set up. Make this visible to students. Save and close. Any questions here? Yes. Correct. So they will. You can, I would suggest to use it, use quiz for that assignment. I'll show that in a while. Will you be using this assignment for any of your workflow or no? Okay. 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 So now you have the assignment, right? This is the category what you see, right? Summative. This has no category. So category helps you just to sort the assignment in a way. Okay, now I'm going to go in and I see the notification as student, content is created. I'm going to go in and I know that if I go and log in, go here, I know. Now this is where the work to do widget works. The calendar, if you see, why? So 1 second. You see, there is a pop-up. The calendar, because whatever the assessment activities has a date, right? Has a due date. So that due date is popped up here and they will know, okay, there is an assignment which is due. Work to do widget will give them the list of assessment activities which is due and the student has to go and submit. So I can go and click here as a student or in the assignment dashboard, it is the same thing. Go to click on the assignment. Because it's a file submission, I can upload and I see the rubric which is added. I'm going to select add file. I can bring a file from my computer, add. Sample assignment, upload, and add. I can write a comment for my faculty and then click on submit. Once the assignment is submitted, I will know that here. So I had 1 student, 0 submission. I have 1. This is the faculty can go in and directly evaluate from here, from the assignment dashboard, or I was talking about quick eval, right? So if I select the quick eval, I will know that there is assignment from this course and there is 1 new submission. Now the difference, there could be quick eval added at the navigation bar here, which allows the faculty to see different assessment activities from different course. For example, if there is from business communication, I am as a faculty enrolled in 2 courses, right? one assignment activity is in the sandbox course and the one assignment could be from business communications course. So I can have a combined data of all the assessment activities in multiple courses. So I can see all the submissions over here in Quick Eval. Or the Quick Eval could be inside a course as well. If you go to the course, the assignment submissions will be at the course level. Okay, so that is Quick Eval, and how and where it will be useful for a faculty. A summarization, right? A shortcut way of knowing how the assignments are submitted, how many of them are I need to go and evaluate, what is the submission list and all. So I'm going to click on new submission. I have the file open, and the annotation tool helps me to annotate and give inline feedback to the student. I have the rubrics open here. This is the annotation file. I can highlight or use a pen to mark as I would do on I can write in a text, put in a note, remove it, right? So all of it is possible to give the feedback to the students, and the rubrics allows me to score, and the overall score gets calculated here. And out of 100 also, the automatic score gets calculated. The faculty can write the feedback here, attach reference materials, or the feedback also can be given in audio or video format, and you will see the outcomes which is attached to this assignment. Once the evaluation is done, they can either publish the feedback immediately. When the faculty publishes, the inline feedback, the score, the rubrics feedback, all goes and is visible to student. They can save it as draft as well. When they save it as draft, the feedback is not visible to the student, but it is saved on the platform. They can keep on evaluating multiple student submissions done, right? And post the due date, they can one shot publish the feedback. For example, if I go back to the submissions, you see it's not published, right? So I can publish all, or I can go to the submission list, select here everyone, and then publish the feedback. Only then the feedback will be visible to students. Any question in file submission of the assignment, file type submission for the assignment?
Bhakti, any restrictions on the file size from the learner's end?
Yes, there is 2 GB restriction. It should be less than 2 GB.
Okay, and till due date, he can submit, upload or delete n number of times the uploaded file, right?
Till post the due date also he can do it. If you have and you want to restrict the student, let's say, then you keep the end date and due date same. After this, they will not be able to do anything. Till then, he can do one file submission and multiple times he can submit. Like, let's say he submitted one PDF file and he thinks that I need to do some editing. He can go in and resubmit the PDF new file again. But with this setting, right, most recent submission to be kept, the last one will be saved. If you want to save all the submissions, so you can decide all submissions. You can restrict it to one file only, one file, one submission. You select these two.
So with this submission, only one file, and by keeping the end date and can you scroll up?
Yeah, end date here.
Yeah, end date. Okay, so automatically it will be the last file for us, for the faculty.
For the student to submit, yes. And this will, the last file, whatever he submitted, you will be able to see it. The faculty will be able to see it. If it is changed, now the end date and due date are different. Post the due date also, they can submit. It will just show the faculty that is a late submission.
Okay.
Now this was related to file submission. There are different submissions as well. For an example, I'll not be able to change anything in this file. Okay, I'm gonna go in and edit this one. You can do instead of file submission, you can do text submission. In text submission, student will have a HTML editor. They need to type in their answer on the platform. On paper submission, which is wherein they will write it on a pen and paper, like a hybrid mode, right? They will submit the assignment sheet or a book to the faculty in the class. They will evaluate in the classroom. And observe in person is for practical sessions, or a seminar or a presentation they have to give, right? The students have to give. And faculty is observing how the student is giving a presentation or a seminar, and the rubric and everything is attached over there. They're gonna evaluate. For an example, if I keep this observe in person and save, not do any changes here, like keep it graded, all these are same, but the only thing is observe in submission type is observe in person. Now, if I have to, let's say on the day which the assignment is set, I'm gonna go in and view submission, and I'm gonna say go to evaluation. Demo student is performing, giving me the presentation. Based on the presentation, I'm gonna give my feedback here. Because it's ungraded activity, it will just be the feedback. If it was a graded activity, out of 110, whatever score is there, I'll give the score and save it as draft or publish it if I want to. So that's observe in person type of submission. Any questions in this type of assignment?
Yeah, like what are the different ways of creating assignment? Basically, there is one option, right?
Different ways of
creating assignments. Like, do we have templates over there, or it's a manual process? Like, go and type the questions and options.
Yeah. So this is assignment subjective type, right? MCQ has the template. I'll show that to you. The quizzes have multiple choice questions, all of that, different types of questions in the quizzes. This is where subjective type, wherein you're asking students to submit a paper for an example, or it could be a business plan tour, like anything subjective type of assessment which is there, right? The assignments are used for that.
Okay.
Okay. Any other questions related to the assignment?
No, okay, not from my end.
Maybe not, like, yeah. So usually the questions would pop up 1 or 2 months later once you start using the platform with the workflow and everything. And then we can connect back and see if I can answer those questions to you. Okay, now let's go to the quizzes. This is where I'm sure you will be using a lot for, especially the self-assessment type of questions, what you have it, right? So you can create a new quiz. In this quiz, you can have multiple different types of questions, from multiple choice, true or false, fill in the blanks, multi-select, matching, ordering, written response, short answer, arithmetic, significant, and multi-short answer. All these questions are self-assessed except written response. Written response question is where the student has to write in. They will have the HTML editor. They will type in the submission. They will type in the answer on the platform. Okay. Any questions?
And there will not be a copy paste option, like, right? Like if like for programming, like if one of student is writing a code, and there will be like manual typing process, there will not be option for paste, like, student can copy and paste. Is it possible?
It is possible with the written response. There is no compiler available on the platform.
No. Yeah. I'm not talking about compiler. I'm talking about, like, is it possible they can copy or paste?
Yes, they can. They can copy and paste the answer.
Okay.
There's no. This is quiz for. I would say uses quiz for self-assessment, which has like low stake exams, low stake score, right? Or have no written response question in the quiz.
Okay.
Okay, so you give the name to the quiz. You can have the points. If you want to have the self-assessment type, you even though you can have it like add to gradebook and 10. or you can give the point but not link it to the gradebook. Gradebook, what this is, gradebook is place where all the scores of the activities are saved. Description can be typed in over here. The question can be either manually created. For an example, multiple choice question, if I want to create multiple choice question text, for an example, what day it is. The options are Monday, Tuesday, you can randomize the answer order, select the answer, the correct answer, right? And in the options, you can add in feedback to each question. You can add hint. You can write a short description. You can have custom weights, like for partial correct or partially incorrect answers, right? And add enumerations. Enumerations are basically this A, B, C, D. If you want to add in 1, 2, 3, you can decide to have 1, 2, 3. This is the manual uploading of the question. You also have bulk uploading of the question. You need to download the CSV template, have the template created and upload the question. There's a simpler template file which we have created, and I'm going to share that with the recorded session so that you can use it for bulk uploading the questions. You can also have question created in question library, bring in the questions from the question library for your quiz. You can create sections, question pool, and use that to have randomizing the questions, right? Inside the sections, bring those random questions from like maybe medium type of questions, difficult type of questions, and have that quiz ready for your students. When the questions are ready, select that question. In more actions, you can add outcomes. Each question can have multiple outcomes to be added. This is CO2. If you add in a true or false question, for an example, select it, save. This can have CO1 and CO2 added. Of course. Quiz can be made available between the start date and end date. Due date can be added. Release condition, special access, same what we saw in the assignment. Password can be added. IP restriction can be set. In the timing and display, you can set up a time limit. For an example, you want 10 minutes for given to the student for taking this quiz. And in the timer settings, you can decide if you want to have asynchronous type of quiz or synchronous type of quiz. For an example, you have this 10 minutes, right? Currently, by default, it is asynchronous. Timer starts whenever the learner starts the quiz. This 10 minutes starts when it could be tomorrow, it could be day after tomorrow, whenever the student clicks on start button. Or you can have a start date, for an example, 25th, 12 a.m. or let me give 24th, 12 a.m. The time, if the student misses and comes in on 12:05, he will miss that 4 minutes time, right? So you can have a synchronous time as well. And once the time is finished, what to do? Automatically click submit the quiz attempt or flag it as exceeds time limit and allow the learner to continue working or do nothing at all because time is not enforced. So you can decide that as well. I'm just going to remove this. And I want the timer to start when the learner start the quiz, right? You can allow all the questions to be displayed together or 1 question per page, 5 questions per page. You can decide. You can prevent students from going back to previous page, shuffle the questions, allow hints or disable hints, disable email and instant message alerts within Brightspace. Header and footer allow you to have a common message, right? Maybe you want to insert a logo at the footer, your logo, so you can do that. In attempts and completion, you can set up by 1 attempt or select multiple attempts from 1 to unlimited to 10. And if you want to, let's say, give 3 attempts, conditional attempt is also possible. for an example, release the second attempt if the minimum score is from 0 to 40 and second attempt 0 to 40 again. So till they get a certain percentage, you allow them to take the attempt. After that, you just don't give them any more attempts. And the highest attempt is calculated as final score. Or you can decide to keep just the one attempt. Okay. And then category is again similar to what we saw in the assignment. Notification email again similar to what we saw in the assignment. Completion tracking. Now what this does, after the quiz is done, what do you want to set? Do you want default the student is marked complete after submitting the assignment, or student is marked as complete only if they have passing overall grade? It could be 60% minimum or higher, right? So you can decide the passing grade for it. In evaluation and feedback, once the quiz is done, do you want to auto-publish the attempt result? Meaning out of 10, how much the student has got, right? You want to auto-publish the attempt result. Synchronize in the to the gradebook on publishing is set by default. This will help in the calculating the grades, okay? And when you want to auto-publish, you want to obviously select, want the student to see the score, right? Out of 10, how much the student has got. With that, do you want to display all questions with correct answers, without correct answers? You can select that. Right now, I'm going to select no. Take the quiz as student and then come back and change the settings. Okay, I'll show you how it works. And then you can also do a customized quiz result display. Once everything is set up, make it visible, save and close. Any questions for me on quiz? Okay, so save and close, and I'm going to take this quiz as student. I can have the quiz notification from, I can go and take the quiz from here, or I can have the quiz known from the calendar. It's an open-ended, right? So I'm going to take the quiz from here. Start the quiz with 10 minutes. I have the instructions. I have the time limit known, and I have the current time. Select start quiz. One question per page. So I'm going to select question. I know the answers, so I'm going to score 100 points in like the 100% in this. So I see the timer here as a student. If the students don't want to see the timer, they can just hide it and submit the quiz. Once the student is submitted, I will see this attempt score, right? Because that was immediately published, auto-published. If I want to, I can go back and make the display of the questions with the score. I was talking about this, right? Questions with correct answers. Save it. We displayed here is this. So what was the correct answer? What was the wrong answer? The student, kind of like a question bank with them post the quiz is taken. You can decide whether you want to make it enable or have it not enabled for the students to see. Yes, yes. So if you go to the question, you can, if it is a multiple choice question, go back and edit, sorry. So I can add feedback for individual attempt, or I can add a feedback for an overall, give an overall feedback. This is what you're looking for, right? The feedback here. Okay, so you can do that, yes. So the best practice for your quizzes would be you create question bank, okay, question library. In that you create a folder. Obviously, all the questions will be here. Create a folder and start creating questions here. and then decide and then bring those questions to the quiz. That I would say is the best practice for you to follow, for the faculties to follow. And you have with the quiz, you have statistics if you want to see how the quizzes are getting, it is being performed, right? So the class average, how the students are performing, question statistics if you want to see how the questions are doing, and then question details. This can be exported as CSV file or Excel sheet and can be shared with the stakeholders who you want to share it, right? So that is possible in the quiz. Any questions for quiz? Okay. Now, I have around 15-16 minutes. So instead of showing a topic which needs a lot of time, what I'll do is cover the class list and class progress. Okay. I'll cover the grades maybe next session. So class list is a place basically where all the you'll be able to find the list of students, right? Who is enrolled, what role they are enrolled. So you'll see demo student is a learner, and you will see that Akanksha is enrolled as technical coordinator with the org defined ID, right? And when was the last access? So I've seen the last access as well. If you want to search, click on show search option, you can see, for an example, who is online, right? When is the start date? So you can filter it out based on first name, last name. So you can see that. And if you want to email the class list, the faculty wants to send out an email, they can send an email from here as well. So that is the class list. Very basic list of students, right? So that is the class list. Class progress is something which is which a faculty might find it really useful, wherein they will see how the student is performing in that course. If they select the student, they will be able to see individual progress of the student. So what are the grades which are received, right? If there was there a feedback added to it? There was an inline feedback given to it? What was the rubric? Was there a feedback given here? What are the learning outcomes which are there, which are aligned, right? And I go and see the submissions, assignments details, quiz details. What are the attempt? How did he do? Well, there was a checklist if it was added. Survey, I'm going to show you next time. So there are like a type of question. How was the survey taken? Quiz access history, system access history. All the details can be seen over here. Now, the final grades are not released. I don't see the predictive analysis, but there is a predictive analysis which the platform gives. So it calculates the, adds all the grades for all the activities and gives the final grade to the student, right? So the current grade, it will show the maximum final grade what the student will get if he is doing really good, and what is the final grade, minimum final grade the student can get. If so, that way the faculty know who is doing really well. Suddenly there is a drop in student progress, right? So they can go and check, send out emails, do a lot of things from the class progress and from the platform itself. Other than that, quickly, if I have to show you, is groups, right? So if you want to create groups on the platform.
Bhakti, with respect to the earlier in the class list, apart from the time, can we also know how much time he has spent on the platform or specific files he has gone through?
Yeah, you will be able to see in class progress. So student, if you see the content, you see, so how much time he spent here and how many visits he has done, individual file also how much time he has spent. There was a release condition attached. And then when was the last system access?
We can download this data. Can we download this data?
You can print it. The data is available in Data Hub on the platform. The admin has the access to the Data Hub.
Okay. Sure. Thanks.
Welcome. Any other question related to class list or class progress? Okay. So going to course admin, quickly I will show you groups. So you can manage groups and click on new category. The category is for example, you want to create for assignment submission only, right? Assignment submission. And you can add in a description. You can have number of groups with no auto enrollment. Faculty is gonna go and manually enroll the student. Or number of groups self-enrollment, number of groups, the enrollment will be done by the system. Self-enrollment, for an example, let's say number of groups self-enrollment, I will say 6. I can give a prefix and you can set, make the self-enrollment date available between 24th to 25th. If they are not, students are not self-enrolling, allocate the students automatically once the expiry date is done and save. So that allows the student to come in and enroll themselves. If you don't want and you want no auto enrollment, number of groups 6, all of it is same. Just the dates are not available for the student, right? So the groups are being created in the background. You have the groups. You just need to, the faculty needs to go here, click on the group, enroll user, and select the user, save. These groups can be by default created for a faculty also. If they don't want, you don't want to allow the faculty to create these groups and enroll the students, right? It can be created by default for them. If you want rights to faculty, they can come in and create over here. Any questions regarding group creation? Okay. I think we can stop here. It will be too much information on day one otherwise. We can connect next. I think there's next Thursday we are meeting. The other tools what I would show during that is the awards, then grades, and then surveys, and intelligent agent and discussions. Is that okay? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the session here. I pause this session. I'll be sharing the recording with you. I'll also be, once the training sessions are done, there are some reference materials which we have for you. You can use it, or as you already know, the Brightspace community page, which is there, right? That is the best place for anyone to be and have a look at and keep an eye out on. So because it's a SaaS-based platform, as I said, every month there is a release and they make sure they give out announcements of what is being released every month. We will also be sending you emails regarding if it is anything important and we think that your institute is really going to be using these features, right? Or it is going to be a high impact on any tool which is there. We will be making sure to send out those information to you as well. Apart from that, I can say is you already are logged in on given the access on the platform, go in and use it. I'm sure you'll find it very easy to access and log in on the platform and create a content maybe, right? Create a quiz question maybe. So yeah. I think
Okay.
yes. Any questions for me or anything you want to cover and focus on the next session?
So the next section would be, are we continuing this, right? Instruction tools?
Yes. Instruction tool, whatever is pending, right? I told you
Yeah.
the pending tools
Okay,
here.
and that will be on 26th June, no? Because in the email it is showing admin tools training on 26th.
Let me just, I think it's on Thursday.
Thursday it's 27th. So before that we are having admin tool training.
Yes, you have 26th 11 a.m. admin training, and then post that you have a instructor training on Thursday.
Okay.
So all the recordings will be shared with you, admin, faculty training, both. Training will be covered by Jitin. And therein you will have a lot of questions answered of how the courses are going to be created, user mapping, everything. Okay. Wilson, anything from your side?
No, that's it. I think you will.
You went on mute.
Yeah. I think you got the access, right? Maybe you can check with IT.
You're going on mute and coming up.
Content.
Wilson, you were
Yeah, we will ask our IT team for regarding the website issues. Okay, and then we will do the login.
Yeah, log in and then test out what the workflow Bhakti explained, right? Content creation.
Yeah, sure.
So you can, because your core team going to do this, right? And Wednesday we can connect for the admin session. And I think SSO part I already shared with you, sir. So you can connect with the technical team. Then we can connect with them and share clarity on if they require any clarity on that. Okay. Okay. Anything else?
nothing from my side. I'm going to stop recording the session.
Yeah. I think, sir, the
Recording
YouTube
stopped.
and Zoom integration is pending, which we need to do, I think. Yeah. Sure, sir. Sure. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Bhakti. Thank you.
Thank
Wilson.
you. Thank you.